Listen to that. That tiny click. You've heard it 10,000 times. Plugging in headphones, aux cords, speakers. It just worked. Every time. No pairing, no charging, no firmware update. Just a click, and you were connected. Now try to remember the last time you heard it. In 2016, Apple removed the headphone jack from the iPhone 7, and the internet was furious. People called it arrogant, unnecessary, a cash grab to sell dongles and AirPods. But here's what's strange. Samsung mocked Apple for it, then removed theirs. Google mocked Apple for it, then removed theirs. Within 5 years, almost every major phone manufacturer on Earth agreed. The headphone jack had to die. Why would competitors copy something everyone hated? The 3.5mm jack wasn't just old technology. It was arguably the most universal standard in consumer electronics history. It worked across countries, brands, decades. A pair of headphones from 1979 could plug into a phone from 2015. No adapter, no update, nothing. That almost never happens in tech. Standards fight. Formats die. Remember Betamax? HD DVD? 30 different laptop chargers? The headphone jack survived all of them, for over a century. So what actually killed the one thing that refused to die? Apple's official reason was courage, but the engineering argument was real. Removing the jack freed up internal space for a bigger battery, better haptics, and improved water resistance. And that was enough for most people to accept. It made sense. Technology moves forward. Things get replaced by better things. But that's not actually what happened. The jack wasn't replaced by something better. It was replaced by something more profitable. 3 months before Apple removed the headphone jack, they acquired Beats Electronics for $3 billion. And 2 months after removing it, they released AirPods. Within 3 years, AirPods alone were generating more revenue than most of Spotify. Not Apple Music, AirPods. The little white case became one of the most profitable accessories in consumer electronics history. The headphone jack didn't die because it was outdated. It died because it enabled something Apple couldn't monetize. The ability to use any headphones you wanted, from any brand, at any price, forever. But that's still just business. There's something weirder going on. Here's what nobody talks about. That click? It wasn't just functional. It was psychological. When you plugged in a wired connection, your brain registered certainty. The signal was physical, uninterrupted, predictable. You could feel that you were connected. Bluetooth doesn't give you that. Every wireless connection carries a micro layer of uncertainty. Will it pair? Is it connected to the right device? Why did the audio just cut out for half a second? Your brain notices these moments, not consciously, but it registers each one as a tiny fracture in reliability. Psychologists have a term for the stress these micro-disruptions accumulate. They call it a micro-loss. We didn't just lose a port, we lost a feeling. And the headphone jack isn't the only thing. Look around. The home button is gone. Car keys are being replaced by phone apps. Light switches are becoming voice commands. Thermostats are touchscreens. We are systematically removing every physical, tactile, certain interaction from daily life and replacing it with wireless, digital, uncertain ones. Every replacement is sold as smarter, but your brain doesn't process smart and uncertain as an upgrade. It processes it as a small, constant loss of control. This isn't a tech trend. It's a sensory trade we never agreed to. The headphone jack worked for 100 years. It connected everything to everything. It cost almost nothing. It never needed to be charged. We didn't replace it because we found something better. We replaced it because someone found something more profitable. And in the process, we traded one of the last physical certainties in our digital lives for a wireless signal that works, most of the time. Your brain wasn't built for most of the time. So next time your AirPods disconnect for no reason and you feel that tiny flash of irritation, that's not impatience. That's your brain remembering what certainty used to feel like.